From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Hit softly on the ground to first. Hoskins has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to top of the third set to get underway, and next will be the speed threat, Scott Kingery. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. Apiece.
Hey, every once in a while, these speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Swanson ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in.
Now batting, shortstop, June5.
Gene Segura standing in as the first pitch missing to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Comes set. Now the pitch. Arrieta leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
A bouncer to the left side. Swanson brings it in. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Mike Soroka. And that's by him. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Ball even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And he struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Segura for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Harper is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of. Albies brings it in. Throw won't get him.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Misses down below the knees. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
In there, a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
And it's fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
And that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hard ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Behind 1-2 now.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
Fouled away. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And another foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 1-2 pitch.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits. So it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First delivery to him on the way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He's set, and the pitch. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning.
Freeman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna. He got a hold. The one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Pitch on the way.
0-1.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Popped up. Hoskins in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Kingery's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We played 4 full. It's so the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Hard around first is Harper racing for second.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he'll take 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. From the stretch, and he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Ozuna. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in to try it again. JT Realmuto. His career numbers against Melanson not great. He's 1 for 8. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Phillies 5. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Right back to the mound for Arrieta, and he'll flip on to first to record the out. Coming to the plate now, Austin Riley. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
from the stretch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Robert Stock is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 89, Robert Stock.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Line drive, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Nick Markakis will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Hit out towards second. The second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 5-1. Kyle Wright takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 30.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Wright, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been.
The 2-2 one more time. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we take a look at the Phillies team leaders, we see he currently sits in 3rd place in that department. Scott Kingery will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on the move for second. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Neil Walker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Neil.
Too low, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. He's set. Here it comes. Gene Segura comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew.
At the plate, Andrew McCutcheon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-1 now to McCutcheon. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
The 0-1 pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with another 0-2. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Gone!
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Now batting, the first base.
Grant Dayton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Number 50, Grant Dayton.
To the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. Fouled off. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Phillies 9 and the Braves 1. Adam Morgan will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the 1-0. Ground ball foul down the left side. Morgan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. 2-1. Pitch on the way. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Popped him up. Hoskins is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And he lays off there. 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Hit down the third base line. The 2-1 home. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Harper. And it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. 24 home runs for him on the season, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy, power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kingery will put this one away, and the side is retired. Braves get a run on the Freeman home. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
At the plate now, Nick Williams.
As he'll swing and pop this one up near second base.
Albies is there, 1 away.
Now that
Into the box now, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
number 73, Davey Young.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Jose Alvarez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Adam Duvall.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he lays off for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Kingery's there. And there's out number 2. Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1 out of play for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Oh, he brought it back. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jean Segura. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
One out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Bryce Harper. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Shane Green comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Runners on first with 1 down. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Green rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 1 left for Philadelphia. But Danny Echeverria will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Dansby Swanson. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded on the move. How about that? And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Riding into the box, Freddie Freeman, runner in scoring position with Sir John.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now the 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
The 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Fielded cleanly, and the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. It looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
High in the air out to center field. Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We've played 8 full. The Phillies lead it 9-3. Will Smith enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Didi Gregorius. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting, the catcher.
He's set. The right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Striding in once again, Nick Williams. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 9 and the Braves 3. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Victor Arano will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adam Hazley will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And a foul pop behind the plate. Real Muto waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in for the Braves, Adam Duvall. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Striding in, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. Philadelphia took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Robert Stock earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they pulverized the Braves 9-3. The Seattle Mariners had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-4. The Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-1. The win was their 6th in a row. The Cincinnati Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. The Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they toppled the Rockies 14-7. The Boston Red Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-4. The Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 10-4. The Texas Rangers put together 10 total hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-0. The Houston Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they blew out Baltimore 8-1. Jose Abreu had 3 hits on the day, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The Indians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Halos totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-3. The A's allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-0. It was their 7th straight victory. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.